Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Modern Wellness Podcast. I'm so glad and excited to be back here again. Today I'm here with one-on-one with me, Harriet Wangu, and we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. And before we begin, I just want to say thank you so much for the previous engagement and for the people who subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and help me grow as we also grow together. And also I want to say that this is the second time I think I'm saying that this is the season 2. Officially this is season 2 because this will drop as the first episode of season 2. And I can't wait to go through this journey together. And I'm so glad and I'm so happy, and I feel like I owe you guys and a thank you for season 1 and for the engagement that you guys have given me, and for the encouragement. I get encouraged when you guys view and leave a comment and also say something about that episode. So thank you so much and welcome to season 2 officially. This is season 2. And today I don't have a guest, it's me. So we're having a one-on-one with Harriet. And I want to talk about something called the, how should I call it? The seasons of life. Yeah, the transitions of life. Not more of seasons, but the transitions that make you move from this season to the other one. Those transitions are very important and sometimes hard for us to move with them. And I think that if I can just give a backstory of how I started the wellness podcast, it's all about a time when I was feeling so overwhelmed by the things I was doing, and they were not bad because one was my school and then the other one was my job, and I realized that I was not being able to balance the two well because the school has work and assignments and classes to attend, while also at work you still have work to do. So I was feeling overwhelmed, and I became so sad, and I'm one person who likes to acknowledge their feeling, and I felt that the more I felt sad, the more I was not happy about my school or my job. So during that time I decided, you know what, let me go look for someone who can help me, articulate my feelings well, or how can I handle these situations or this transition that I'm in my life. And since I'm a person who is always optimistic, that's another thing of me. So I went and looked for a therapist. And these days, therapists have a lot, people have a lot to say about therapists. But if you're looking for one, I think in Lydia KM's Instagram channel, there is a place where she has given us a therapist and then things to look for a therapist. I think I'll put that down. It can help you if you're looking for one. But for me, at that time, I just checked for one online and then I went. And I realized that the too much work that I was doing is the one that was making me sad. It's not that the school was bad. It's not that I hated my work. That's the work I was doing for the last 2 years. So it was still okay. But the fact that I was feeling overwhelmed and I wasn't having time to breathe or a space that I can relax a little bit was making me sad in my life because I was always tired. And that made me realize that wellness is not about, it's not one thing only in our life. We need to have a complete circle of things. Like the last episode we did, I think we talked about the different types of wellness. And I think that they all need to be catered for at a certain point in our life. So that's why today we want to talk the transitions of our life. If you have ever acknowledged that I think I'm not doing good in this area, I think I'm feeling sad like me at the time for this thing I'm doing, it's good that we acknowledge that feeling because the more you ignore it, the lesser. It's not that it will be better, But if you acknowledge it, it will become better with time. And I think that transitions are necessary for growth. They're not bad at all. It's just how they just come with too much pressure, I guess. And nobody likes the change. Even the body doesn't like to change. So it will definitely have to push back a little bit, and then you'll feel uncomfortable, and then you feel like you are lost at some point. But that's the one we are going for, because it's that growth that will help you move from this space to the other space, from this level of your life to the other level of your life. And as I was preparing for the next episode that we are going to have, and because we are going to talk about healing our childhood traumas and acknowledging them, I think it will be important that we know that some things will be very uncomfortable to address, especially when it comes to the childhood experience, because it deals with a third party that involves someone who's taking care of you, and it's that environment that gave you some glimpse of some things that are not sitting well with you today. So you need to heal from them in order for you to have tomorrow, and that transition will not be good as such. So I think my therapist at the time helped me to deal with it, to deal with the sadness that I was feeling, and I took a break. And right now I'm doing good, better than the time, because I'm not the person who likes to be sad at all. I like to think that my heart deserves to be happy, I deserve to be joyful, I deserve to be fruitful, and I deserve to be everything that includes my health being good and me being doing well mentally. And with that, I think I learned some few things, that I am not perfect. That is one thing, because I don't know when to stop. I don't know how to say, someone help me. I don't know when to even take a break for a time, because I always expect to have results of something. And that is what was causing me to get overwhelmed. And in this season that we are going into, I'm trying to change and be better for myself. Not for anything else, but for the sake of Harriet being happy and being joyful in this life. And some few things have come across as I was, going through season 2, and I'm hoping that season 2 will be the best part of this for everything that will come afterwards. And it will be an amazing work for all of us. And I think that the accountability aspect, and the fact that you yourself want to do something great for yourself, it's amazing. The fact that you have already acknowledged something in your life, it's better than nothing. It's better that you know, oh, this one is not working out for me, how can I change it? This one is not doing good to me, how can I leave it? Or how can I be better? Or how can I set boundaries? Things like that. So I don't want us to feel like we are being judgmental, we are being, because there are so many content out here about self-development, but it's all about which one do you want to take? How good do you want your life to be? How do you want your tomorrow to be? How do you want to show up for yourself tomorrow? That is all about self-development. That is all about your self-care. That is all about your self-healing for the sake of you for tomorrow. And another thing that I saw is that we have too much content to consume, because I'm also learning through the other content that I'm having, and I'm realizing that there's so many things that are there for us to do. There are so many things that have been put out there for us to heal. So we cannot be oblivious to the fact that something is disturbing me and then just walk around this earth just arrogantly or just like that. I need to take accountability of my behavior. I need to take accountability of how I show up. I need to take accountability of how I communicate to the people around me. and I need to take accountability of my future self. That is the best thing I think I can do for myself, because if I just say like this is how I was born, this is it. I have anger issues, that's it. So I go around making everybody angry, fighting with everyone. It's not doing me any good. It will come a time that how far are you willing to stay with that behavior? That's a question for me to talk to myself, to sit with, and acknowledge it, and heal from it, and grow from it, and let it go at some point. So I think life is beautiful for me, and I think that we should all look forward to something great. And nobody is perfect. I think at this point we have already established that. And since I'm a Christian, I believe that the grace of God is sufficient for everyone. So today I would like us just to what is it called? What can I call it? Just to use a Bible verse in Acts 2 that I had from a pastor called Rebecca. Is it Becca Dawn or Rebecca Dawn? But I'll put the link down there. And she was preaching about the Pentecostal time in Acts 2, where we have the Holy Spirit coming down and filling the people. And he said that he was preaching about the Holy Spirit, how it came to the building, surrounded, came down, filled the people, and everyone started talking in tongues. But I want to bring it in this space where we're talking about the wellness space. One thing about wellness is that you must acknowledge something in your life. I acknowledged that I was sad at the moment. So what did I do? And why is that coming from? And how can I deal with it? There are so many ways. The same way that those people went to that place where the Holy Spirit moved around them. So we realized that the Holy Spirit came to the place where they were. So everybody had to move from their homes to that place where where the church was, that is, if I can call it church, where the church was. So you need to take yourself to a space where you are allowed to be, to feel safe if you express yourself. And that place is where you are going to get the healing that you want. You're going to get the spirit that you want. You're going to get the motivation that you want. You're going to get some guiding things that can help you grow yourself, move out of that situations. I think that these days, if I open my TikTok, there is so many groups of wellness that are revolving around. If they are tackling every matter that involves human being, and that is so good. You can just join one of those groups and grow with them, because everybody is looking for a community. A community is very important if you want to outgrow something that is bothering you, because you're coming to a community that all of you are in the same mindset. You're in the same spirit. You're in the same journey. So it's easier for you to pick up a new habit in your life and leave out the old one. And then you're able to express yourself in a way that you don't feel judged, because everybody there is in the same journey as you are. Nobody is in a different kind of shoe. You are all in the same shoes. So finding a community is also very important. So the second thing is that you must allow some words to settle in your mind and in your heart. Like probably if the best way you can express yourself is through journaling, is through running, is through walking, is through going for yoga classes, is through going for, anything that involves you talking, journaling while talking. Such things, they allow you to express yourself and acknowledge that the need that you're having. So I think that it's important for us to take in some information. We need to take in whatever is working out for you and stick with that and make use of it and maximize it. And then another thing is that after you have you have taken at least one thing that can help you outgrow the situation, you also now need to share it with the rest. I think it's also important that once you have outgrown something, help another person to outgrow their thing, because as you are helping them, you are also growing. You are also being able to handle other things in life, because life is not stagnant, like it's not just that one thing. It's about helping the other person, and it's about you becoming better and better every day. So I think that the same way the Holy Spirit, we allowed the Holy Spirit to come and settle in us, we should also allow some of these things that involves us getting uncomfortable with what we have been comfortable with, and that is the things that is most disturbing to us. We get to move forward from it, and we get to love it, and we get to enjoy the journey, and we get to a point where we look back and we decide that, oh, that thing happened, but what exactly did I do about it? I acknowledged it and I moved forward. So being able to acknowledge something that happened in my life, I think it's challenging enough as it is, because it doesn't it always involves you and another party, and you don't want to be that person who is always arrogant to other people's feelings, but you need to validate other people's feeling. The way you communicate your need is very important. You don't want to be people just to say yes to you because you communicated. You also need to hear from them. It's a two-way traffic. But if the other party is not ready to sit down and reason with you, that's where it comes to the point where can I set boundary for this and this? Can I move past this by just letting it go? That can involve you losing friends and losing even some close people that involves family members. But for the sake of you, how much are you willing to let it go? How much? I think that is a very good question for all of us to know. How much am I willing to go for me to be a better Harriet for tomorrow? And I think this will be amazing for all of us, and it will be hurtful for some of us, and then it will be a learning experience for all of us, because I will also be learning a lot about my childhood, because I always think everybody thinks they grew up in the perfect home, but it's the small things that later come to trigger us in life. So I wish that even if somebody new comes across this podcast, doesn't feel like we are so judgmental, or we are so harsh in life, or we are so not considerate, or we are so what do I call it? Or we are so not really caring about the people who raised us, but we do. We are doing this from a place of love, and from a place where we care about my tomorrow and my generation, if I ever have kids in future. And it's coming from a place that I want to show up for Harriet in a better way. And the transition that I realize is that it will be uncomfortable for me, but I'm willing to walk the journey. I'm willing to shed the skin that I've developed over time, and to be better me in a day to come. So that's it for today, and I wish you a nice time until our next episode. The next episode will be having a therapist, and we will start from there. We will start from where it all began, where we were all born, our childhood ages. And that is where we are going to begin, and we are going to talk through how those our environment, because at that time when we were a child, it's mostly our environment that shaped us in a certain way. Yes, so that is what we'll be doing in our next episode, and I cannot wait to see you and enjoy this one, and share with a friend, and also leave a comment. And just know that I'm also here to learn, and I'm also here to, you know, go through my life, like really start everything in my life until I find who is Harriet in this journey of life. So see you and bye, and thank you so much for me and creating this safe space for every one of us who will join today or any other time. You're welcome. So bye.